All universities will be completing the 2020 academic year by mid-March next year. That's the assurance from the Higher Education Ministry. Officials holding a briefing earlier today. Let's get the finer details from the Deputy Higher Education Minister, Buti Manamela. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it. So first, if you can, Deputy Minister, tell us about the COVID-19 infections at tertiary institutions. How's that looking?
Thank you very much, and also if I can extend greetings to your viewers. Look, firstly, we are quite concerned as the ministry around how people seem to be thinking that we've reached the end of COVID-19 pandemic because we've moved from level 5 and now to level 1. And so we really want to call on to all students on campuses, particularly those who will be there until March next year, to make sure that we follow the protocols, sanitize, keep social distancing, and do all of those things, precisely because the numbers of the people who have been infected and people who die from COVID-19 has been of quite a concern for us. Of course, in the institutions of higher learning, those numbers have essentially stabilized. But the problem is that, students live in communities, and that movement between where they stay and where they study can obviously bring in some complications for us. So we really want to send out that message. But we're also aware that, being students back on campus is exciting. It's towards the end of the year, the end of the academic year, and we can get carried away and end up celebrating too much, and therefore we may have more people being exposed to COVID-19. Yeah. So our message today was to call on to students to protocols and also ensure that they...
Yeah. Deputy Minister, we're losing you in terms of the connection. Hopefully this will get better as we continue the conversation. In terms of the dropout rate, given COVID-19 and the impact it has had, are you concerned? What are you seeing there?
Well, look, in fact, the reports which we've been receiving from the institutions indicate that most students have been pretty well in this period. The attendance on the online platforms of the majority of students have been quite impressive. What we've also seen was that the results coming back from universities and from TVET colleges have also been quite positive. So our initial concern that is able to transition better under COVID-19 conditions have actually been disproved by the kind of results. And we are going to be learning a lot from what has been done under this period by all our institutions, so that we're able to take those lessons, into the future. Yes, we had designed various plans to make sure that there's no student that's left behind, including our multimodal, approach towards learning, the provision of support to all students, including student studying materials, including data, connectivity, all of that, so that no student is left behind. And we are quite excited with how our phased-in approach of returning students back to campus have worked in the majority of cases. That should be credited with the kind of results that we have seen in the last semester and those that we'll see in this actual semester.
Yeah. Deputy Minister, I'm sorry, I have to cut you short. It seems that internet connection is not doing you any justice. We're struggling to hear you out. I think you're one of those students, or part of that group of students, who needs to actually invest in proper Wi-Fi systems. The Deputy Higher Education Minister there, Buti Manamela.